Emma, I'll start with you. So the start of Chelsea's latest foray into the Champions League. We've already seen in the qualifying rounds just how tough this competition is going to be. Can you just give us your assessment just on that note? How hard is this competition going to be this year?
Yeah, I mean, this competition has been hard every year we've been in it. We don't underestimate that. I've spoken before about our earlier years in the competition and how difficult it was for us to progress in the earlier rounds. Obviously, we went out in the group stage a couple of years ago. No one in this dressing room underestimates the quality of the opponents we face, and in particular a Madrid team who we drew with last year. And you know, we have to maintain the standards we set for ourselves in this competition, and we're very much looking forward to it.
You've got some real history with this tournament, both with Arsenal as assistant coach and, of course, the adventures with Chelsea as well. Of course, we're all still becoming accustomed to the news that this will be your last season with Chelsea. I know you love to win all the time. Is there that added drive to do that in this final year with Chelsea, your last chance to win this that you haven't won with them?
Yeah, I'm ready for a foot race with Millie Bright to the van in a minute. You know, like there's competition all the way, including the games, and I'm as focused as I always am, and you know, prepared the team the best we can with a very short amount of time. But these girls are very professional and very prepared, and for me the most difficult part is picking a team.
I know we're right at the start of the journey, but do you let yourself dream about it, think about what it would mean?
I mean, listen, it would be a fairy tale, of course, but I didn't grow up really, to be honest with you, liking fairy tales too much. My sister did. I'm much more practical than that, but of course I would love nothing more than to be in a winning position with this team.
And Millie, just talk to us about what the Champions League means to players just all over Europe really, but to this group of players and your desire to win it in what will be Emma's last season.
Yeah, I think it's everything. I think that's why players come to Chelsea, top team, and you know, a club that's very important to everyone, and it stands for winning. It represents winning, and you know, we want to be a dominant force in any competition that we take part in. But I think you've seen the special performances that come out of the Champions League games, and like you said, it's a trophy that we don't have, but it's game by game, and like Emma said, everyone's switched on and ready for the challenges ahead.
And just finally for me, for both of you, what sort of challenge are you expecting from Real Madrid?
I think they're a team that are extremely quick in transition. In the front areas, they've got players that in one or two passes can get in behind you. They're very, very threatening, very patient in their defending. So we have to be patient away from home. And a team that is growing in stature across Europe.
Yeah, I think Emma said it all pretty much there.
Muy bien, Millie.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Best of luck, guys.
Thanks.
You.
Thanks, Vicky. Are there any more questions? Thank you.
Hi. Well, Emma, you talked about last year's game. Did you rewatch that game so you can see what you can change to win tomorrow?
Yes, absolutely. We've analysed last year's games. We've analysed Madrid's games this season, including the game at the weekend. We know the personnel, so we know what to expect. But knowing what to expect and then carrying out a performance are two different things. So I think having been here last year helps. There's a familiarity for us, but you know, we don't underestimate them.
And last year, Caroline Weir was playing, now she's injured. Linda Caicedo might be starting in that 10 position, so what are you expecting in that midfield?
I think, as I said before, I think they have many qualities, but I think one of the biggest qualities are what they do in the wide areas, the ability to even get forward, especially on that left-hand side with Olga. But both sides of the pitch, they have players that like to get in behind, put dangerous balls into the box, and a very good transition team. So We're prepared though for that.
And finally, for me, there are some new players that haven't played in the Champions League before. Nusken is one of the examples. She is playing a lot. So what are you expecting about her?
Well, you know, she's very new to our environment and she's settled really well. But she is a very athletic central midfielder whose ability box to box is already proving to be an asset for our team. She scores goals, very tenacious. She's excellent in the air from set pieces, and we just expect her to keep improving with every game.
Thank you.
Hi, Millie. This question is for you. What do you think, what is the biggest change from the last season, the last game here against Real Madrid, and this one or this match? Thank you.
I think they've added to their attacking threat. I think, like Emma said, a lot of pace, a lot of quick transitions. So, yeah, defensively, they've got to be switched on to that. But, yeah, I think in terms of the way they play is pretty similar. I think it's their style of play. But, yeah, just that attacking threat that, you know, we've got to make sure we're prepared for.
Any more questions? Guys on Zoom, any questions? Emma's giving you a wave, Millie's giving you a wave. We'll come across to you, Tom, if that's all right. You don't mind unmuting yourself, please, mate. Oh, you're still on mute, Tom. Oh, sorry, Tom. That's on me, It's on me. Okay, what's unmute in Spanish? Hold on.
Unfortunately, the time's up now, Tom.
How's that, Tom? Try that.
Sorted.
Okay, perfect.
That's better. Thank you so much, Lydia. Yeah, sorry, it wasn't letting me unmute myself. Thank you so much for your time on this, guys. Millie, could I just ask you first, maybe how much of a sense of excitement the Champions League brings, you know, the start of a new campaign, you got really close last year, and maybe just how much this competition is a target for you guys this season?
Yeah, I think it's been a target every season. I think we've been very open about how important it is for us to keep progressing in the competition, but also, you know, our dream is and aim is to win it. I think that's, you know, that goes hand in hand, being a Chelsea player and representing the club. So yeah, the excitement is the same as any season. It's certainly a competition that we're prepared for, and every single day we work towards it. I think at the club we always look to improve and develop, and season on season we want to be, like, again, a dominant force. And yeah, I think we're just really excited for the campaign to start now.
Yeah, and clearly a very, very, very long way to go. So I know you won't get ahead of yourselves, but is there an extra motivation in that this year, if you can get to the final, that would be the last game for the woman sitting next to you? That, what a special target that could be to give her the best possible send-off.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, I'd be lying if I was sitting here and saying no. But I think, knowing Emma, she wants us to do everything the same regardless of her departure. I think that's the mentality and the values that she's installed in all of us as players and at the club. So for us, everything remains the same. If we act any different, I'm sure I'd get a battering from her. So yeah, we know to be focused. We know that it's game by game. We know we've got to go out there and perform first and foremost. And yeah, like you said, don't look too far ahead. Just stay in our lane.
Thanks, Millie. Good luck. And Emma, could I just ask you a question about the squad? How impressed have you been with the way they've kind of stayed focused and reacted to the news of your exit at the end of the season? Like, what have you made of the squad's professionalism in responding to that?
Listen, it doesn't surprise me. And as we know, this is football. These things happen. And these players came here to play for Chelsea, and they're playing in one of the best teams in the world. And playing for the badge is, for me, the single most important thing, and they understand that. So beyond my time here, Chelsea will go on and still, continue to be successful. And these players are, apart from being brilliant people, they're top professionals, and they get it.
And could I ask one more question, Emma, on Real Madrid? Are you expecting that after Spain's and many Real Madrid players' efforts at the World Cup, they're going to come back even stronger? Do you think they will have learnt more from that and be an even stronger side?
Yeah, I think so. I think, You know, they're deserving to be world champions, and so many of the Madrid players were part of that team. They're players that we know well, and so I think it will be a really good opening game to the Champions League. I'm just looking forward to that. Two really good sides, got qualities going forward. I think for us, we've identified what we need to do to continue to progress in this competition, and I think you can already see that in the way we've opened our season, not just with the new signings, but I think improvements in the way that we're playing. So, yeah, I think it'll be a really good game, and this is what we all want, top football matches.
All right, looking forward to it. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. We'll come across to Charlotte next, please. Let's give this another go.
Thanks, Lydia. Hi, Emma. Hi, Millie. Millie, I just wanted to get your reaction to Emma's departure. It was a shock to all of us, and yeah, wanted to get your reaction first of all when you heard the news.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. I think immediately it's obviously, as a player and a person, I was devastated. I've been here 9 years now under Em, and yeah, the things that I've learned, I've always spoken so highly of her. She's a mentor, a coach, a friend, a life coach. You know, it's more than just football playing under her, and that's probably been the biggest thing for me whilst taking my game to the next level season on season. But yeah, like she said, it is the hard part of football when, you know, I think it's really special if you can play under a manager for so long where you've got that relationship where you're constantly thriving, and for me that's very rare, and that's why I have a huge amount of respect for Em and the club. And yeah, I just feel privileged to have played under her for so long, but I won't speak too much more on that because I know she's going to tell me to stay focused on the game. So yeah, I think obviously everyone's gutted, but I think, yeah, we're just really grateful and proud of everything that we've achieved. But like I said, we've got a full season ahead and the Champions League, so that's where our heads are at.
You said it was a bit of a whirlwind. As captain, how have you settled the players and make sure everything is full focus on one game at a time?
Honestly, the way we tackle any hurdle or anything that we go through, it's the mentality to straight back onto the next game, get on the training pitch, do what I do best, and put in the graft on the pitch. And I think for me is actions sometimes speak louder than words. So with the group, it's just for me leading by example. But we've got a great manager that's, you know, prepared us and showed us how to tackle these hard moments. And like I said, it's not always about football, but in life as well. And we're always remaining focused on what's next.